I just, feel that, like Bob said, I'm improving every fight, getting better, and I want to get that title shot. Everybody hopes to get a title shot, and I think I'm right there. I'm, right at the moment, and ready to take that opportunity. And if any of the champions out there wants to give me a title shot, I think I deserve it. I think I proved that several times now in my last couple of fights, and with this victory, I think I should land a good title shot.
Yeah.
Bob, who do you see Mikey fighting next?
Well, we're going to see, first you got to see who's available. Salido, who's the champion, I think at WBO, has a rematch with, he's going to fight in Mexico, and then he's going to fight Juan Mal Lopez in a rematch. So they're not available. Gamboa, I'm not sure, but probably there's a vacant IBF title with a guy named Lucerva. And I'm going to probably, after talking with Cameron, opt to do that fight, to fight for the vacant IBF title. That seems like the best way to go. Chris Johns, who's the other champion, is an Indonesian, and they make a lot of money in Indonesia, and they ain't going to fight a Mikey Garcia if they can help it. So I think probably win the IBF title and then do a unification match makes the most sense.
It was a tough fight for me. It was a great fight. It was a good learning experience. I put a lot of hard work into this fight, and I'm blessed to have a great promotion company like Top Rank to put me on some great shows. And I think tonight I made a statement, and I hope my next fight will be Saul Alvarez, and I hope that he steps up and he accepts the fight. Hope everything goes well with Ray Rhodes, and after that fight, I hope we can do it. Thank you guys. I kind of went away from the game plan, lost my head, tried to trade with them, and I got caught. And I came to the corner, Edmund calmed me down and told me to stick to the game plan, and that's what we did. I wasn't hurt, it was more of a flash knockdown, but the guy can punch. It was a good shot.
Did you get your nose broken?
No, my nose is never, it's an Armenian nose, it's really
Okay, now, Vanes, introduce the new middleweight champion of the world.
I want to introduce, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., my sparring partner for this fight also. He's a good sparring partner, so here he is. Congratulations to him also. God bless.
Hola, buenas noches a todos. Primero que nada, good night, everyone.
Good evening to everyone.
Bueno, estoy muy contento por haber ganado el título mundial, como lo dije, lo cumplí.
I'm very happy to have won this title. I told everyone that I promised you that I was going to win this title, and I'm glad I was able to do it.
Fue difícil. El alemán es un peleador con muy buena defensa, fuerte, pero creo que gané con el corazón la pelea. Y creo que mi cierre fue la clave para ganar esa pelea.
He was a very difficult fighter. He was very strong. He very good defensively. I did my best, and I think my heart, the last half of the fight was what the difference was for this fight.
Me siento muy contento, la verdad, de haber realizado uno de mis sueños. Estoy muy emocionado, la verdad. Creo que esta fue una gran experiencia para mí como boxeador. Y creo que empieza una nueva historia y una nueva etapa en mi carrera como boxeador. Porque este título, pues sí es bien importante, gané este título. Pero aquí empieza lo más importante. Porque me quiero mantener muchos años como campeón del mundo. Yo creo que vienen las peleas buenas, las peleas grandes, las que he estado esperando. Me siento muy contento. Le doy gracias a Dios primero que nada por haber ganado este título. Espero haberles brindado una buena pelea a todos. Muchas gracias.
I'm very happy to win this title. I really can't put into words what tonight's about. It was a great night for me. It's just something that I always dreamed about. Be able to get it. And I'm just glad. I hope everyone enjoyed the fight. I hope that everyone talks about the fight. It was a very historic night for me.
Muchas gracias a todos por venir. Como dije, este título es para México. Me siento muy orgulloso de haberlo ganado y me siento muy orgulloso de seguir con la leyenda que me dejó mi padre. Creo que con orgullo he ido paso a paso avanzando en mi carrera y me siento muy contento. Gracias a todos por el apoyo y espero seguirle brindando buenas peleas y les prometo defender este título con mucho orgullo y con todo el corazón, como siempre lo he hecho. Gracias a todos por venir.
I want to thank everyone, each one of you. I know you guys have supported my whole career. I'm just happy to be able to do this for you. You know, my father left a big legacy for me to fulfill, and I've been able to do it. And I'm just, you know, happy and excited about finally getting this world title.
Wait a second. Any questions for Julio?
Julio, congratulations. Who would you want to fight next?
Bob Arum. Ask Bob.
Start shit, Ellie.
Gracias. Como he dicho y lo digo de frente de Sergio, él es un gran campeón, lo respeto. Si Bob Arum me da la pelea con él, yo sería un orgullo pelear para mí con él. Él es un gran campeón y si hay que pelear con Martínez, me daría mucho gusto.
To me, he's a great champion, one of the best out there, and you know, I respect him a lot. And for me, I'd be, you know, something that I'd be very proud of fighting him. That's who's next. That's who's next.
Julio, ¿qué opinas del juez que dio empate?
Bueno, nada, el boxeo es un deporte de apreciación. Cada quien ve las cosas de diferente manera. Pero yo creo, todos me vieron ganar, uno no. Y pues gané, gracias a Dios. Yo creo que no hubo dudas. Fue una pelea pareja, una pelea dura, pero gané claramente. Yo creo que el cierre fue la clave para ganar esa pelea.
Well, what about the judge that gave you the draw? You know, boxing is an appreciation. Sometimes, you know, people see different things. Two judges saw me win clearly. I felt that I had won clearly. But, you know, that's the way the game is. People just perceive it.
Julio, aquí abajo. Julio, ¿qué sentiste al poder darle esta satisfacción no solo a México, sino a darle también eso a tu padre?
Me siento muy contento, como he dicho, para mí pues es un gran orgullo haber ganado este título mundial, la verdad. Pues como he dicho, no, mi carrera ha ido poco a poco, yo creo que cada día he ido avanzando. Siempre hubo muchas críticas conforme mi carrera y día a día he ido demostrando más cosas y creo que me he ganado las cosas con mi sudor, en mi frente y gané la pelea, fue una muy buena pelea, me siento muy contento, espero que mi padre se sienta orgulloso de mí. He trabajado duro y hay mucho que aprender, espero cada día demostrar más cosas.
I'm very happy to be able to give not only Mexico, my father, this title tonight. You know, now I have to defend it. I have to defend it as best I can. A lot of people have criticized me along my career. I hope they see me tonight and they know that I can win a championship with my best.
Una de las preguntas siempre ha sido impresionante porque llevas mucha presión por el nombre y ese tipo de cosas. ¿Tú crees que ahora que ganaste el campeonato puedes adelantarte un poco más? Porque ha sido fabuloso hasta este momento, pero para que sea su persona y no tanto presión.
Sí, yo creo que este título, pues, demostré muchas cosas, pero yo creo que hay mucho más que demostrar. Yo creo que este es el comienzo, ¿no? Me coroné campeón del mundo, pero yo creo que de aquí empieza uno a escribir mi propia historia, porque no es importante solo llegar, sino mantenerse. Entonces, espero ser un gran campeón por mucho tiempo y no solamente esporádico de una sola pelea.
You know, there's a lot of pressure up with your name. As always, you have to carry that pressure every time you fight. How do you feel about winning a title tonight? Maybe getting rid of some of that shadow that you've been fighting under. To me, you know, it's always been there. It'll always be there. I won a championship, and I want to continue and defend it as many as I can. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. So I'm looking forward to defending it many times.
Julio, ¿qué te dijo tu padre después de que ganaste el campeonato?
Bueno, estuvo muy contento y me felicitó, ¿no? Pues estaba muy contento y muy emocionado por haber ganado este título. Yo creo que para él también es un sueño y algo que no se imaginó, no jamás, tener un hijo que llegara a ser campeón del mundo. Y pues para nosotros es muy importante, yo creo que se siente muy orgulloso y pues yo también, ¿no? Me siento muy orgulloso de poder regalar este título.
You know, it takes two fighters to fight a great fight. let's have a round of applause for Sebastian Zbik before the hell of a fight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So what can I say after the fight? I want to ask Julio if he is happy with the fight, if he is happy with the belt now. What does he think about the fight? Because, in my opinion, I came here as the world champion, but I made the fight, I hit him more often, I threw more punches, I did the fight, so I can't understand why I lost. And here I see the scorecards, very funny. The last 3 rounds they gave it to Julio, so I don't know why. So now I think it was an interesting and good fight for all the people, but yeah, normally I'm sad now that I lost my title.
Sebastian, I have a question here. Did you understand, though, coming to America that it was going to be a disadvantage coming, just like the way Felix Sturm did against Oscar De La Hoya back in 2004, that was similar circumstances?
That.
Yeah, of course we knew the situation before, and we know that if the fight is close, that we will lose the fight. But this fight, in my opinion, it wasn't close. I threw more punches and I did the fight. I always was moving forward, and at the end, I don't feel like a loser tonight, so I'm proud and I'm happy with the fight, but I'm not very happy that I lost my title.
Are you trying to say they stole the fight from you here?
What do you think?
I don't know, you're the one asking the question. Your fault.
What can I say? I said it already, I did the fight. Normally he wants to become the world champion. He has to beat me, but I was moving forward all the time. I threw more punches. Here, you can see it. Or is it just on the paper? I don't know. So, but, well, that's it now. We have to accept the situation. Congratulations to Julio and thank you.
You know, boxing, as Julio says, is in the eye of the beholder. A lot of people, I know HBO had it 8 rounds to 4 for Chavez as one of the judges. Another judge had it 7 to 5, and the third judge had it even. So again, it was a close fight, but I think that I don't know, he points out that in the last 3 rounds, all 3 judges scored it for Julio, but I think objectively, Julio clearly won the last 3 rounds. So anyway, it's all subjective, the scores.
I have a question here for Freddie Roach. Freddie, first of all, 2 questions. Freddie, what was your thoughts on Julio's performance? Do you think he got better as the night went on? And a question for someone with Sebastian Zbik. There are things that can be done when you're unhappy with a decision. Will there be any type of protest or a formal complaint with the WBC?
Here's my part of the question. We came on at the end. I told him we had to back him up to win the fight. I thought we did that in the last 4 rounds. And there's one thing about pitter-pat punches and tapping out with quick combinations and power punching. We landed much more effective punches all night long.
And I have to point out for our good friends here that this judge that had it widest for Julio, 8 rounds to 4, is not an American, it's not a Mexican, it's an Englishman. It's John Keane, one of the top judges in the world, who is completely neutral.
First of all, congratulations both fighters for a very good fight.
we have great respect for the Chavez corner and for the whole team. Also, in our opinion, to everybody I've talked to, Sebastian did not lose the fight. As he mentioned before, he came here as a world champion. He has thrown more punches than the challenger. He has hit him more often than the challenger. So we all are very proud of Sebastian. He made a wonderful fight. To your question, right now we are very upset, so I think it is the best to calm down a little bit, and then we will analyze the fight and see what we are going to do. Thank you.
In the ring, they told me that they would like to fight Cotto next. Miguel was in the audience. We know that Miguel fighting for the middleweight championship for another title, no feat that no Puerto Rican has accomplished, and just the idea of the great Mexican fighter Julio Jr. fighting the great Puerto Rican fighter Miguel Cotto, that's a big sell. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah.
Is that a more important fight than Margarito, if Margarito could come back?
Margarito is, I want to make sure that the eye is 100%, and if Margarito doesn't fight Cotto right away, we can give Margarito a fight. I know Fernando Beltran wants to give him a fight in Mexico, make sure everything checks out okay, and then he can fight Cotto or Chavez next year. These guys want to fight, and you know, they like to earn money, but they want to fight also, and so, you know, there's no problem putting them in big pay-per-view fights. The only way the fighters can really be compensated is in a pay-per-view fight. Sergio Martinez has never been in a pay-per-view fight. That means the cable operators, the satellite providers don't know who the hell he is. You writers do, your media does, but they don't know, and they're not going to get behind it with advertising dollars. Margarito they know, Cotto they know. So if we put Chavez in with Cotto, Cotto has such an unbelievable track record as a pay-per-view attraction that fight's going to sell. Same with Margarito. Sergio Martinez does not have that background. Now that's not my fault. I'm not his promoter. What?
Sergio means you.
No, Sergio's promoter should get off his ass and build him as a pay-per-view attraction. It's really simple. It's really simple. People say, well, Top Rank only wants its fighters to fight its other fighters. Well, we want our fighters to fight pay-per-view attractions. And if they all come from Top Rank, that's the way it is.
What about Canelo?
Who?
Canelo.
Canelo is, first of all, he's a very tough fight in 2 weeks. So let's see how he does in that fight. And Canelo is a very good attraction. He seems like a nice young man. And we paid a big sanction fee tonight to have Vanes win the title eliminated. So now, if Alvarez beats this Rhodes, Vanes is ready to fight him, and if the fight has to be in Mexico, we'll go to Mexico. That's okay, there are a lot of Armenians in Mexico.
Bob, in relation to Martinez, I know his camp has made comments that they feel as though they're going to get the next shot at Chavez. Is there any clarification on the WBC and about what they're going to rule about a mandatory being due anytime soon?
Well, show me the rule that says, number one, there is a mandatory without having an optional defense, and number two, that somebody who is not even an interim champion or the #1 contender suddenly puts himself in a mandatory position. I mean, there's still got to be rules. I mean, Simon Lefkowitz can say whatever the rules are that he wants them to be, but that doesn't make him so.
In other words, hell no.
It's not a question of hell no, it's you can't make up rules and then say, well, you got to do something. You can't do that.